this is how you can use Contibase to create content for a page or a blog post. For this example, we're going to be using onthisveryday.com. So it just shows the events of the day, and we're going to write an extended blog post for one of them. So we'll do 1881 Sioux Indian Chief Sitting Bull surrenders to U.S. troops. So let's go in here, back to Contibase. We're in the pages section. We'll create a new page. And then we can auto-generate to get us started. And so it's going to be July 20th. And we'll say, write a blog post and include a map location, include a GIF, and we'll say, and write several paragraphs and headings. Okay, and we'll make sure to include main image, main audio. This will auto-generate everything. It'll take about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so we have our auto-generated page. You can see we've got a title, an image that was generated, a GIF, our map location. This is using Apple Map Kit. Yeah, so, and then we've got our audio.
The historic surrender of Sitting Bull
Which
to
is
U.S. troops, July 1881. On July 20th, 1881, Chief Sitting Bull of the Hunkpapa Sioux surrendered at Fort Buford.
Yeah, so it's just going to read this. And we can hit save here. Now you can see we've also got some of the metadata and stuff on the side. It generates keywords, the relevant time, so July 20th, 1881, and just some other metadata that can be useful. So you can preview the page in the preview section. You can see this is what it might look like on your own site. So how do we get it to your own site? You can either use the API via the post ID itself, or you can make a path. So the path we've been using is v1 site, English, events, and then we're going to name it. So we'll say Sitting Bull surrenders. Okay. Finish. Save. Okay, so once we have our full path set, so Sitting Bull surrenders, I'm using the tables feature here, and this is where I've got all the events for on this very day. We're going to want to find the Sitting Bull surrenders one, which is it was in 1881. Okay, here we go. So we'll edit this row, use the post ID, which actually I'm using hyphens for this part, update row, and now on our live site we should see, boom. So now this, we've got our post here. And so how we do that is in our, this is a SvelteKit project, so from our server, our page server file, we're going to call the Contibase API. And so this is the full path. This is the account ID, and then underscore for the full path of what we made the page on. So that's how I'm getting this. Contibase access token, you're going to want to make an access token, put it in the env file. And yeah, so then this is the server side. We'll get all the content. And then on the client side, you can use the library SvelteKit UI and import the content element and then the create content manager. So there's some other stuff here, QR code, etc. But the main thing is going to be the content. So this is how you can call from the segments, the main segment. And if you're using a map, you're going to need to generate your own Apple Map Kit JS key from your own Apple developer account. Yeah, so then you can take the main content manager and just put it in the content element like this, and that's how you're going to get the main part. And then you can add the QR code and stuff like that. But that's how you can create a blog post on Contibase, host it there, and then call it in to your own website. And you can have, of course, the audio.
The historic surrender of Sitting Bull to U.S. troops, July 1881. U.S. expansion into Sioux lands.
Yeah, you get the idea. So that's that tutorial.